Hello again, and welcome back to the Ash Engine Hub. The name is the Ash, and I believe this is where we left off in our previous video. In our previous video, we looked at how to do basic editing in on an object or on a shape on a Figma canvas when placed in the normal selection mode. And today, we will be looking at how to do basic editing in vector selection mode. Now, as I've already said, in order to do editing in vector selection mode, first need to put the object in normal selection mode, and to do that just need to left click on the object and you have the object in the normal selection mode. So first of all, let me rotate this back to its original position so that it'll be easy to manipulate. Alright, so right now we have this. So I've placed it in the normal selection mode. So to work on this figure in the vector selection mode, right after putting it in this normal selection mode, all that you need to do is just hit on enter. And as you can see, the object is in vector selection mode, and this is verifiable, or this can be verified from here. So as you can see vector here, and also you can see that the at the vertices we don't see the squares, the small squares anymore. What we see here are some small circles. These are what we call the vector points. So basically right now we are in the vector selection mode. So in order to edit this object in the vector selection mode, all that you need to do is just hover the mouse on any of the points, then you just hold down the left mouse button, then you just drag. So as you can see, just by dragging this point, you're able to disfigure or change the shape of the original object. And when you hover the mouse down the line over here, as you can see, there's another point here. So just click on it, then you just hold left mouse button on it, just pull to the direction of your choice. Alright, so to do this, you just hold here, then pull just like that. So that's how basically editing is done in the vector selection mode. So right now that you've gotten a feel of how an object is changed just by manipulating the vector points. Now let's move on to now. Right now, as you can see, we have three vector points here. We have one, two, three. But if need be, let's say you want to be able to change or manipulate more than three locations along this line, you can also create vector points. And to do that, we make use of this tool. So just hover the mouse on the down arrow key, and the tooltip says creation tools. So just left click on it, then choose on pen. Choose on the pen. Wait, choose on the pen. So this is we want to add another vector point in between these two vector points. So we just click over the mouse there and just click on it. Then right after you click on it, you can see that it is still sticking to the mouse pointer. In order to unstick it, you just need to hit on the escape key. And right now, as you can see, instead of three vector points, we now have four vector points, including the one that we just added. So in order to manipulate that point, you select the move tool. Oh no, alright, so the so that was a mistake. So we are now back to the vector selection mode. So right now that we are back to the vector selection mode, so on this line, instead of instead of three vector points, we have four, including the one that we just added. So if you want to manipulate this point, just hold left click and hold down on that point, just drag. So that's basically how we edit or move the vector points to change the shape of an object to our choice. And also that's how to create extra vector points. So now that we have this point selected, let's try modifying the corner radius. So let's change the corner radius to 0. Right, so right now all the corner radius are sharp edged. So we have sharp edged corner radius. Now what if you want to change the corner radius of just a single vector point? To do that, you need to select the vector point, and to do that, all that you need to do is just hover the mouse on the vector point which whose corner radius you wish to modify, and just left click. And as you can see, the selected vector point is different from the other vector points in that it has a blue color inside it. So the inner circle has a blue color, unlike the other vector points. So now that this vector point is selected, let's try changing the corner radius. So instead of 0, let's change to 20, or let's change to 20, then hit on enter. So as you can see, the edge the vector point whose vertex was initially sharp has been rounded up based on the corner radius, or the value of the corner radius that we set over here. So let's try changing another more. So let's try changing this one. So let's click on it to select it. Then come to the corner radius. Let's change it to 20. And as you can see, it has been changed successfully. Instead of sharp, it has been rounded up. Now, what if you want to edit 2 or more vector points at the same time? To do that, all that you need to do is just first select one vector point, then hold down the shift key, then select another vector point. So as you can see, we have 2 vector points being selected, and the two can be differentiated from the other vector points by the color of the inner circle, which is blue, and the rest are all white. So just by moving this vector points, it affects the other vector points too. So as you can see, by moving one vector point, it affects the other vector points, indicating that we've successfully been able to manipulate 2 vector points at the same time. So that's basically the basis in the basis in editing in the vector selection mode. So in my next video, I'll combine both editing in the vectors. I'll combine both editing in the normal selection mode, also in the vector selection mode, and also include some advanced concepts. Also, thank you very much for your time, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like this video, share and comment. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that you'll be encouraged to post more videos. It helps a lot. Also, keep your notification bell icon active so that you'll be notified whenever we post new videos.